I died on the battlefield, killed by the love I never really had. I was gathering herbs at the foot of Mount Olympus. Then, I found a man bleeding in the woods. I took him home and nursed him, until his men came to retrieve him. Only then did I learn he was the divine son of the god Zeus. He said staying here alone with me had ruined my reputation.
That's my fault. I must protect you with a marriage vow.
Confused, I followed him to the palace of Olympus, but I didn't know. He had a childhood sweetheart waiting for him. When she heard about us, she didn't say a word. She just gave me a silver laurel wreath. That was the token of love he once gave her. She helped me into my wedding gown and handed the scepter to me. Soon after, she married a man chosen by her family. I thought they felt nothing for each other, that life would simply go on. But shortly after our wedding, he went to war. In the end, he died on the battlefield. He sent a final letter before he passed. Cecilia, I spent my life repaying your kindness, but I never married her. I owe her far too much. In the next life, may we both find peace and never meet again. Only then did I realize I was never the one he loved. Heartbroken and numb, I charged alone into the enemy camp and was cut down in the fray. Unexpectedly, I opened my eyes again to the day we first met. This time, I would give him exactly what he wanted. Using my memories, I found a signal there on him. I lit it, then turned to leave. As the signal burst in the sky, I tossed the fuse aside. Soon I heard horses in the distance. I closed my medicine chest and took one last look at his face. Nolan, Prince of Olympus, my husband from my past life. I turned away, not a single regret in my heart.
Who are you?
But as I stepped out, shadows materialized like stars.
The one who saved him.
I lowered my medical bag, deliberate calm. His subordinate checked it quickly.
Thank you for your kindness. Your Highness is lucky to be alive. Take this as payment. You'll get more reward when His Highness is safely home.
I don't do this for money.
Then what do you want? A title? Power? Just name your price.
What I want you cannot give.
A faint cough came from within. Keeman's expression shifted. He rushed to the door.
Your Highness, you're awake!
I stood there, completely calm. In this life, we owe each other nothing. But as I turned to leave, Keeman blocked my path.
Your Highness wishes to see you.
I took a deep breath and walked back inside. Nolan was sitting up. He was pale, but his eyes were locked on me. I looked at him, feeling completely calm in my heart.
It was nothing.
After being reborn, I heard him said the same words once more.
Being alone here with me could ruin your reputation.
My reputation is mine to define. You are the divine son of Zeus, the heir to Olympus. Besides, someone is waiting for you. She's the one who needs you, I don't. If you really want to thank me, then please just forget about me. Forget everything that happened. Let's just pretend we never met.
I thought I could just walk away, but after 3 steps, the sword was raised at me once again.
Stop right there!
This time, it was harsher and more final.
I told you, we're even.
Until His Highness is fully alert and confirms you're no threat, you aren't going anywhere.
And if I insist?
Just as he moved to act, rapid hoofbeats approached. It was her, Isabella, the most gifted woman in the palace of Olympus.
Nolan, how are you? You scared me to death.
Nolan didn't answer. He was staring intently at me. Isabella followed his gaze.
Who is this?
Miss Isabella, this lady saved His Highness's life.
Isabella looked me up and down with a scornful gaze. Isabella looking at my muddy straw shoes and my coarse, plain clothes, her eyes filled with disdain.
Ah, just a mortal healer. Thank you for your work. Take this as a token of my thanks. No need. Is my jeweled bracelet not enough? I rely on my skills, not charity. You misunderstand me. I'm only showing gratitude. Or, do you want something more? I've heard some mortal women trying to scheme their way into the palace of Olympus.
The guards fixed me with suspicious stares.
I want no part of the palace of Olympus. My future is right here in these hills, with every patient who depends on me. I won't spend my future confined to some man's backyard.
Show some respect! Do you know who you're talking to? Do you know he is Prince of Olympus?
Because he is Prince of Olympus. He should stay away from me.
Kimon, let her go. Understood, Your Highness.
I did not hesitate for a second. I pushed deep into the woods. No one tried to stop me this time. 3 years have passed. I used Dr. Chloe as my alias. I've passed through 16 towns and treated over 300 patients. My medicine bag grew heavy. I had grown out of that girl and become a true healer. I heard nothing of Prince of Olympus. In my calculations, he must have married long ago. He must be living happily with Isabella in the palace of Olympus, just as it should be. We were from two different worlds. I, a mortal healer, and he, the heir to Olympus. Until that autumn, when the War of the Gods began. War swept across the land for months. More and more wounded came to me. I worked day and night without rest. My herbal stove never went cold. One day, just as the herbs finished boiling, a man walked in. It was the god of war.
Is there any way to save this soldier?
The other doctors shook their heads.
He's gone. There's nothing we can do.
Prepare the funeral.
I said nothing. I stepped forward in silence, cleaned the wound.
If the fever breaks, he will live.
What? How is that possible? Dr. Chloe, please come with me to be our chief medic. My men are all valiant warriors. They can die charging the front, but I can't watch them waste away in pain inside a tent.
His words hit me hard. He was right. Where could I be more needed than the front line? In the days that followed, I slept only 4 hours a night. The smell of blood on my hands could never be washed away. I saved more people than I could count. I became known as the one who cheated death. I went from a simple mortal healer to the leader of all medical staff in the divine army.
Chloe, hurry, hurry! His Highness is dying!
I followed the guards to a tent. As I stepped inside, the stench of blood and herbs washed over me. Looking at the handsome face from years ago, now pale and fragile, and saw that the wound had turned black. The poison had already reached his heart.
I need snow locust to clear his veins, or he won't last long.
Snow lotus? That's a holy herb on the highest cliffs. The mountains are snowed in completely. It's impossible to get there.
I'll go get it.
Dr. Chloe, you're going on a suicide mission. No woman can handle that blizzard.
I didn't look back, only I knew exactly where to find it. In my past life, this poison killed him. In this life, I won't let him die again.